Yo, what is up, guys? I am here with Gunner Shit.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
All right. Guys, I'm going to run this play and I'm going to get an 80-yard touchdown.
First carry for Nick Chubb. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A run for Nick Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Throwing Mayfield. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials
this is pretty.
They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Touchdown. Because you're kind of pissing me off. Oh, look at me. I know how to blitz.
Position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. To throw is Wentz. Got him in.
Oh, look at you. How is your free touchdown, aka your last?
A 1-yard touchdown pass. As his guys are able to
I know. That's why I only have like
extra point.
That's why I have like no friends.
To go. And that makes the score 7-0.
Shut up. Bro, I don't even like Nancy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
I really don't. I like someone else, and I think I already fucking told you.
Fielded in the end zone.
You dumb cunt.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do. And the
Come on.
Right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys.
The shitty Browns because this pussy's too afraid of me playing as the
They didn't pick up their end of the bargain. So now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild
this guy's too scared of me kicking his ass as the Vikings.
This one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
No, it's fine.
Mayfield. He finds Beckham.
Yes.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You're so bad. You can't even do anything but
blitz. Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Yeah.
After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield.
Bro, you're playing as a linebacker who's supposed to play zone.
And he'll be taken
you're legit.
Down, but not before they work it across.
You're playing as a linebacker who's supposed to play zone.
23 and a 1st. Mayfield on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Oh!
This is caught inside
yes!
the 15.
Madden 20 BS plays.
Inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35.
This mother trucker, Baker Mayfield.
We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball,
you're not even good, kid. You're not even good.
No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Mayfield. This is caught.
Yeah, suck it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Bro, shut up. You don't even know who he is.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
He's actually not fat. He's like the best running.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough.
He's in the top 5 running
but the
back.
ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running
Yes,
ability.
he is, bro. Nick Chubb. Bro, you know how offensive that is? Wow, you're racist.
So all even at 7 now.
You racist white bitch.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Yeah,
and they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
You stupid fucking cunt. You're never going to get another touchdown. Because you fucking suck at this game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
User set. Ooh, hit that 3.
Perfection as he gets in there.
You're trash. Carson Wentz is the shittiest quarterback ever.
That complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now.
I do remember when he choked.
Now Wentz.
That's bull. Oh, thank you.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Carson Wentz is the worst quarterback. Hey, remember when he threw like 4 interceptions in the 4th quarter and lost to the Seahawks because he sucks?
Now Wentz on the bootleg.
Thank you.
Into heavy traffic and it's
yeah, you suck.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Pick 6.
And a terrific
it doesn't matter because I got the interception.
Down near the 20-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1.
Bitch. Oh. RPO.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line.
Who even is your running back?
That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Exactly. You can't even name like 10 guys.
Off to Chubb.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
You have negative 7 yards, by the way.
He's got the 1st down as he gets
yes, you
to
do.
the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Allah.
Hey, on 133. 1st and goal. Hey, alert.
They go play action here on 1st down.
It means I'm about to throw a touchdown pass.
Browns touchdown. Demetrius Harris there to make the grab.
What? I'm going to wait and see that you're going to throw me another interception before the 2-minute warning.
It's just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
I was talking to my... Yeah, I'm talking to my cousin who kick your ass. 10 years old, foot straight up your ass.
Short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 1st down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Logan,
a tale of 2 extremes
so
in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things bounce.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Nah, it's not Ertz, it's Goddard. Oh, look, you scored a touchdown with number 88. I took it.
But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL,
why aren't you going for fakes?
Tight ends are often former wide receivers.
Oh, you did one play and it took 8 seconds.
They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays.
It'd be awesome if that said 88 total yards.
This one away.
But that backflip though. Wait, what'd you need?
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Wait, I need
and
to
that
put
14-0 lead to begin the ball game.
on.
Well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Check 37, check. Pistol. Let's go.
First down, Mayfield.
Touchdown.
Go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Hey, watch this video get copyrighted because I'm playing music.
Play to Chubb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
Let's go toe. Huh? Yeah, we're never playing at home. How did you not notice you were in the Eagles Stadium?
We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Hit him with the
Brandon
combo.
Graham
Gotta finish
applying the
him.
heat off the edge. Mayfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
I'm not going for it. Look at your dumb... Oh, my God. That was so close.
But the
You got
offense will
lucky.
stay out to go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going. It's
Oh, my God. You're so bad.
Escape, and he goes down.
Bro, you run zone, and then you blitz.
Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off.
It's
And
so
that
annoying.
possession will go over inside the 15-yard
You didn't
line.
run a blitz. You ran a
Wentz off
zone.
the fake handoff to Howard.
Thanks.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Yeah,
Brady
you
Williams
suck.
picks it off. And a big turnover
You
there
suck,
as his guys
mate.
will get the football back. CD with that
Man,
incompletion.
you're gonna throw
Let's talk
at
AFC playoff
interceptions.
picture. I think you and I agree that if you
You're
put
gonna
together any sort of power rankings,
I already
we put
threw two,
Baltimore
you-
number one, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs
Rest.
getting started on January
Oh,
1st.
what?
Who do you see as their main
What was that?
competitor
Why didn't
for
you
that Lamar
stop
Hunt
and
trophy?
Well,
stutter?
tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City,
Touchdown.
Patrick Mahomes
Oh, it's
got
out.
together, the defense
No,
is playing
Beckham.
better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh.
I'm
in
7 for
Pittsburgh
13.
on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. They'll try again
Say
from the
what?
36 on second and
Yeah,
10.
you dumbass.
Now flags will come
Except-
in. I think this one's going to be on the defense
You're
for
retarded.
jumping.
What, did you go in because I was, like, hot? Yeah.
So the penalty
You
certainly
dumbass.
helps them out as they come up on second and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Thank you.
And they'll take it
Thank
into the
you.
end zone
Next,
for a
next,
Browns
thank you.
touchdown.
Next.
Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first
Are you trying to
half.
copy my joke,
As
you
his
fag
guys
bag?
are able to regain
You
the
shitty
lead.
fag bag. Wow, you said the N-word
Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the
right in front of my
follow-through.
cousin?
Of course, they
Wow.
have the option, and they
You
choose
racist.
to not take the penalty.
They
Wow.
like the results
So
of
you're
the play
basically
that they
being
just
a racist
ran,
to
and
him.
They like to let them stand.
Wow, you know I can get you, you know,
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to
yeah,
kick
from
it off.
PlayStation.
An incredibly
Oh, yeah, you
short
can't
kick
even-
fielded way up there.
Here's how it goes. Here's how mine. I got drafted by the Dolphins, then I got drafted by the Broncos, then I got drafted by the Chargers, then I got drafted to the Broncos the other way. Thank you. No, what the?
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy.
Then I got drafted.
In the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Then I got drafted to the Broncos the next 4 years.
Not at that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Just because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. On play action, Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. On the move to his left. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Beckham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's why I don't play with trash
bags. That'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
Hey, Logan.
No, not at all, because if they don't...
So, I'm going to go get it like a cookie, and you're going to be taking over the stream for like a minute, okay?
Into the 2nd half.
So, give me a second. Let me just do a squiff kick, and you'll... And Ryan, don't be offensive to it, or else I'm going to snap your neck. And also, I'm going to
short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Just wait for plays to pop up on that. All right? And you're taking over. Am I playing? Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think
no.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? And this game, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to lose big-time yardage here, but it may not matter because a flag is down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Ryan, are you 12 or 11?
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. A final shot before half for Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. First half in the books. Watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he's got some space here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
6'9".
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Maybe I got your mom. Maybe I Maybe I got your mom's vagina.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Probably. Why do you think she's moaning? She's like,
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
There goes the deep ball, end zone. And he couldn't hang on.
My retarded defenders, did you see that? Both of them ran into each other. That should have been...
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just
actually I should have had 5, but the ball like bobbled on the guy's head.
Info and intel before he snaps the ball.
Incomplete.
Bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. Should have been another pick right there. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You don't want to hear a Ginger's annoying voice. Incomplete.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You never want to hear a Ginger's voice.
They'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7
Sorry, I don't have
times
freckles and I don't have orange hair and I don't sound like a
perfection,
and I don't sound like a cunt.
It hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color.
You don't even know what that word means.
Zach.
Thank you. Next.
He's taken down. Sione Taki. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Something
so they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2.
Touchdown.
If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham.
Oh, you got it on
5 yards. And the Browns are going to take on their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind. Because they were counting on
one
getting
play,
into the
7
game
seconds.
a little bit more.
Hey, Logan, after the third quarter, I'm going to let you play, all right?
It's almost insurmountable, but it's not.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
You're going to get the other 4 interceptions, all right?
Seibert now to kick it off.
Yeah, it should only be 2 interceptions, but, you know,
incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Kind of, not really.
Yeah, not really, but...
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
I called it!
For the fourth
Thank you, at least they didn't run into each other.
Williams picks it off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme?
Ooh.
Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield
I'm going to throw for 5 touchdowns.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their
total yards.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield now, and now he'll turn and off his back foot. He'll try to get it to Beckham, and it's
Why do you throw off the... Why do you throw a back foot?
And these guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They needed a break.
That was
they
my
needed
bad.
to make a play
Threw it
in
off
the
a
third
back
quarter.
foot.
Defensively, they
Bad.
did that. Now they got to go
blitz
quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break.
Why do you run the same play?
Now they just look at their offense and say,
please tell me
let's go.
Come on, capitalize.
You're honestly bad.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
I lost count.
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston.
Thank you for not going down the first time for me to get an even better one.
Credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Winston company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going to throw, and that will be incomplete.
You have 3 superstar linemen, but yet I've sacked you 9 times.
It wasn't an interception.
Wow.
Please don't.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
Oh, my God. You're running this insane
No pick, just incomplete that time. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Unable to catch it, but he's out of bounds.
Too bad you got 0 yards.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed.
Yeah, exactly. Why the hell would
I mean,
you
I
do
get
that,
it if
bro?
it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Actually, yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And it'll be intercepted.
Hey, you're welcome for that gift.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. The bottom line is, Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when it comes to, when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the 4th team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Sione Takitaki able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them. Pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield to throw it, and he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake. Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert!
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. On play action, it's Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mike, number 53, Mike 53. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Now Wentz on the bootleg. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. It's caught. Beckham. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. And that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. This is the tight end, Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit, they were able to hold on.
Yo, by the way, I just want to say that whole fourth quarter was my cousin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by.
Yeah, I know, because he's never played Madden before. Yeah, well, he's never played a Madden in his life. Yeah, but yet you didn't even win. You trash bin.
So
you suck. You lost to a 10-year-old.
And all our crew,
oh,
Brandon Gaudin.
No, 88 passing yards. Ryan, don't leave. Don't leave 'cause you suck. Wow, bro, I love how you can't handle a joke. Don't touch anything. I mean, you almost beat me in the fourth quarter. You wouldn't even beat me. You had 0 seconds. No. No. No, you can, but you're not doing that. Let's do random teams 10 times. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, actually, one more time. No. Actually, just your team. No. Vikings versus Ravens. Come on. You gonna throw another 5 picks with Carson? You're playing as the Cowboys? Why are you playing as the Cowboys? What? What the Cowboys? Just stick with it, You have great receivers. Jason Witten, no. Hey Google.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the
How
Twin
old
Cities
is Jason
at US
Witten?
Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Amir Abdullah used to play for...
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Hey, want to watch me throw an @1 touchdown pass? All right. I see you. Give me a moment. I got to get to the play. Oh, by the way, you only have like 1 defensive player.
On play action, Cousins.
It can't be a touchdown pass,
He's
but
got
it's
a first
fine.
down and more past the 40. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. 19 yards
he's
right
not
off the
playing.
bat. And a quick first down. One play has him to the 37
No, he already
for
proved
first and 10. And getting this chest
that he
shy
can
in
still
midfield,
beat
they'll
you.
spot it at the 49.
Yes,
12 yards there, first down.
Yeah,
Vikings.
but who won? Who won the game?
Cousins on first down.
Actually, technically he won since he was playing in the fourth.
DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
So
the
what?
job
You
becomes
lost to an
twice as
11-year-old.
difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
No, because it's just going to be an interception slugfest, and no one wants that. Pass interference, but whatever.
Incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there.
Run, okay?
That takes us from second to third down.
I'm running an HB
that certainly looked like
screen.
something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate.
Why are you using that linebacker?
You open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, now back on their heels.
Setting up the screen for Cook. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Forced out to his left.
No! No!
Incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
And then you have Elliott, you have the guy who used to play for the Dolphins.
Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. $13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I had to say bye to everyone.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
L2, and also I had to say bye to my grandparents, who got me the nice sweet-ass guitar.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anderson Aho. And a big turnover.
You can't challenge it. No, you just can't challenge it for 2 minutes.
The football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play.
What are you doing,
here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position of leads your team.
Do you know how offensive you are to people and how much they
into the NFL?
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports.
You know that, right? You're one of those people all talk but can't do anything because they're weak.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face the third down.
He doesn't go to my school because he's a shitty sixth grader.
It just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys were sitting
I'm a
back, and
seventh
they're not
grader,
playing
retard,
receivers
get it right.
as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Eluding the pressure right. so certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on
by the way, I'm not
downs.
even trying.
So they take a big chance
You
here in
playing
their
this
own
game cause you
territory.
Madden.
Brian's watching. He's watching.
How about on his own sideline
Yeah,
and in his locker room?
watching.
I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like
Brian's
the punter.
playing as the Cowboys because he loves the Cowboys.
A nice looking play to start the drive down
Brian,
the middle
by the
and
way,
complete. 11 yards.
Brian
and a
had
Cowboy
88
first
passing
down.
yards.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone. People round the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up.
I took a picture of you having 88 yards.
Throwing. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much
realize
short of
that's
a
what
field
you
goal.
did, right?
If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation.
Great, now you made Brian cry.
Brian's crying?
Yeah.
It's okay, Brian. How many letters are in Vikings?
Vikings.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, how many are in Eagles?
6.
Exactly.
Now Prescott. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
On second and goal.
Wow, you threw it
Prescott.
to number...
That is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin
No, it's level...
there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
I'm not even trying against you, honestly.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick.
Come on, Mike Forbath, you used to play for our team.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Wow, you want to say it to his face?
Good starting field position for him as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield.
Say it again. Say it again.
Know about it.
I am coming, Lola! I am coming! Where's my gum? I didn't touch it.
Again, you know, we talked about the NFC playoff picture, but I wanted to get your thoughts on a hot topic right now in NFL circles. That's awarding a home game to every division winner, regardless of record. It's happened twice in this decade that we've seen a 7-9 team in Seattle get a home game and a 7-8-1 Carolina team get one. Where do you stand on this? Because there's a scenario where you could have a 13-win team from the NFC West traveling to face an 8-win team from the NFC East.
He left because he doesn't like racist ass.
Absolutely. I love the division champ getting a home game. I don't care what the record is, and I know it sounds wrong. We're in this society now where everything has to be fair and right. And we would like that, and I would like that too for most big topics.
Say it again.
Sports.
Insult him. Insulting. Come on, use your 11-year-old boy instinct. Yeah, just insult him.
Hold on, Mom. Oh my gosh. It's Humpty Dumpty sitting in his dad's basement.
How it's going to turn. I like division champs.
He has to go.
Winning it and getting a home game, even when the records are kind of messed up.
I'm with you. You're making me smile.
Wow.
How about that? You and
Hey,
I,
Ryan, what's your address
sitting
again?
in the home, two old dudes going, that's the way it ought to be.
Cousins now.
Yeah, right. You live on Faggot Road.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence
That's more cringier
able to get
than
in there for
sacks
his
now.
second sack of the afternoon.
Yeah, when the Jaguars were relevant
Fourth
in
down,
2017.
Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Cowboys defense
I
is
put
going to
the
get them the
sweatshirt on the
football
chair
back.
downstairs.
Well, this is a good window right here, partner, to wish
The one
happy
you were
holidays
wearing.
to everybody out there in Madden Land.
Yeah,
And happy
the
holidays
marshmallow
to you
one.
as well.
To you, Merry
Hey, Ryan,
Christmas,
you honestly
Happy
shut
Hanukkah,
up.
Happy Kwanzaa. However you celebrate the holiday season.
Yeah, by the way, speaking of, what is your favorite holiday song? Because I know in the elevator on the way up, we heard Feliz Navidad, and you went into the fetal position.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I feel bad about that because, it's a big hit and all, but it's not my favorite. Silver Bells, as done by Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
That's classic. I'd have to go Burl Ives, have a holly jolly Christmas. Always puts me in a jolly mood.
I love that because when we watch some of the Christmas specials,
as soon as this game ends,
the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Play Rainbow.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Prescott finding Witten.
See, Witten's still on the team.
But didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Actually, you can't, because this game's going to be done in like 10 minutes.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper.
I love how you think I'm trying.
Yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front
really
further.
Want me to try?
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Yeah, the Chrono remix.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So you want me to try?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams split plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on the play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset?
If it didn't bounce off your dumbass helmet.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Cousins. And Diggs has it. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific
he was 1 yard
position.
short.
I'm speechless. You're back in the shadow of your own goalpost. What? Talk. I don't know.
I was hoping you would
and my thumb hurts so bad, so I can't move the joystick.
I have no explanation for this. It does remind me a little bit of a playoff game in the NFL a few years back, where they ran a real trick play.
Bro, I can't even move the joysticks because of my thumb.
They fumbled the ball deep in their own territory, set a bad tone for the game, and end up losing a playoff.
That should be a
That's
fumble.
what that call there reminded me of.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here.
Yeah, Dan Bailey, he legit used to play for the Cowboys. And then, you know, your kicker, Mike Horvath. Yeah,
and they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
He used to play for the Vikings.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
His contract
they built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
In 2017, he had
the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with
he
them
had
on. Here's what we
most
think they're
extra
going to do to
points
attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
How disrespectful are
adjustments that might be made to
user
for a
pick.
tight end Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker.
Yes, it was. I was user
and his
pick
guys
Eric
will set
Henry.
up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run. Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Yeah, good job.
Contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he gets it down to the 32.
Yeah, well, I had to do something. I was taking the trash out and stuff.
Cousins now just 6 of 16
wow.
through the air, but he does have a
I love how
here.
I had to wait almost an hour for you to do something, and you can't even wait like 10 minutes.
At the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
Yeah, because you're a stupid pussy.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal.
No, you still are. Because you're letting me.
Second down and goal. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone.
I thought I fumbled that.
Minnesota. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
Oh, by the way,
these guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter.
No, I was trying ever since the third.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are.
Hey,
but
Ryan,
sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score.
When I eventually kick your ass in front of everyone and they're going to laugh at you.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Actually, no, it doesn't have 0 viewers.
This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here. As that's taken up close to the 40.
And I'm telling you, it's not going to work. And you never run the ball.
For this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
$777 million.
After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
That logic doesn't
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
You are an annoying ass ginger. You know, you just
third and long for Prescott.
I wouldn't be so...
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield.
I wouldn't be surprised if half the population killed itself because of you.
What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Yeah, your parents say you're a fucking mistake.
It's caught. Cooper.
I love how you throw it. I love how you do one play. You're like my dad.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You're legit just like my dad who plays as the Eagles and does one
here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Yeah, how did you not know that?
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
What do you mean, how would I like the Vikings?
Now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push on in front further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch.
Who says the Eagles are a good team?
He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the
hat trick
here as this one continues to go.
Who are only going to get one.
To send it away now following the touchdown.
Huh?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
You know, he's the
Here the Vikings
you know
now
the
to
only
start
person
their next
who likes
drive.
the Eagles is my dad, right?
Off the play fake, Cousins. Let's
and I'm trying to get a touchdown pass.
He's got it complete. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 45 yards. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs.
Oh, my God.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. 25 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are back within a single score.
I would do anything to have one
extra point up and good by Bailey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
I would do anything.
Bailey now to kick it away.
You don't even know what she looks like, bro. How can you tell her when one, you're not even going to see her at all because you're in a different grade, and plus you don't even know what she looks like.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead.
No one in your fat-ass grade knows who she is, right? Hey, how's that one play?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line. So here's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
If you don't punt it, you
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Yeah, if you don't punt it, you you actually didn't choose to play. Actually, you didn't. You just chose to play.
In possession of the football here.
You realize I can see what you're doing, right?
Let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Yes!
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And now this is going to be close.
And you can't challenge it.
The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings.
Hey, how was that 14-0 lead, right?
Adam Thielen there to make the grab. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Check back.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Looking for Cooper. That's complete.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a 2-deep coverage. Make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Prescott. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
It actually will.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I have not Blaze, but
incredible
Tonka,
here. We're likely
my
headed to
4-year-old
overtime.
dog.
Just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
Well, it looks like it's going.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take the knee and let the
He's
clock
just
run
really
out.
tired.
Oh,
look at that. 0-0-7-14. And look at this.
I can lose the game
didn't
here.
even score
If I
in
get
the
to
4th,
overtime,
and I made a
I can still
4th-quarter
win it.
comeback.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime,
Yes!
if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
Get out.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team
Maybe
to
I
score
can
wins.
give you the
But
ball.
if the receiving team throws
I'm
a pick
a nice
six
person.
or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at
Hey,
that
just
point.
because I
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much,
Lily
as he's marked down
and
at the
Nancy
21-yard line.
Nancy.
Here are the Vikings now to
does.
start their
Glad
next
you
drive.
noticed.
They control their own destiny here. They
One
have the
time she
football
said,
in overtime. Obviously, a
Why does
touchdown
it say
will win.
bouncy on
And I think
your shirt?
teams
Then she
around the league are
bounced mine,
still
then she
adjusting
bounced
to the
hers.
idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown
not
wins
lying.
the game because they were used to just going
Not
downfield
lying.
and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it,
I'm not lying.
the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack,
know I'm
put
not
the ball
lying,
in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Go,
They'll
you
be brought
goddamn-
down on the 30-yard
goddamn
line after a
rookie.
gain of 6. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
Yeah,
They'll
you
run
can't
Here's
stop
Cook.
it.
And they get him down, but not before
Bro,
he
you
takes it across the
goddamn
40-yard line.
dives. Hey, do you just want to
Following a good run by
dive
Cook.
off of
Here's another
Cliff?
1st and 10.
I can block the fuck.
Cousins now. And he just
threw
gets
it
rid
away.
of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody
Actually,
open.
no,
Now
I was
2nd
farther
down.
away from it, so it's not.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's see what you got.
Look at all my X factors.
Throwing his Cousins. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I can't.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And plus it's...
To throw is Cousins. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it
No
away.
one's open.
So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nuts side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out the defense with field position.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. 1st down, here's the run with Cook.
Punt
This will leave him
range.
a yard short. Nice
Punt
pickup of 9
range.
yards on 1st down. On play action, Cousins escaping the... And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken
Wow,
down.
you got a 0-yard
3rd and 1,
sack.
trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Working out of the gun. Cousins being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short.
Yes, I am. I'm running the most OP play. Fullback dive.
Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, wahoo!
On second and a yard.
Touchdown.
Cousins. This will be caught. Touchdown.
Johnson.
They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
Actually, no, I can't suck what I can't
see.
I can't suck air. You dumb cunt.
I got some overtime.
Let's see the player of the game.
Look at you. Tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted.
Actually, well, the one thing you get me at by average yards.
And then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
You blew a 14-0 lead.
It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
It actually won't, you dumb cunt. Hey, I hope all your... You realize the last time the stadium collapsed, it was 1970, right?
Nope.
Yeah, 'cause you're mental.